Hello, my name is Jamari Vicencio, and this is my week 7 review for computer science. And so this week, we basically just learned about methods, and uh, it wasn't a new idea because we've been using methods basically this whole quarter. So it was just diving a little deeper into an idea that we already had. And so that idea that we had, or what we have been using this whole quarter, was the main method. And the main use for the main method was to basically execute or start whatever program we coded. But for this week, we learned how to define our own methods, and by doing that, we would be able to reduce any redundancy within our code. And so, how I approached this was just thinking about this in another coding language. So in PHP, we were able to create our own user-defined functions. So we created any functions that weren't already inbuilt into the language. And that's basically what defining a method is, just creating a program inside of another program. So parts of a method would be, the first part of a method would be the header, and that usually started off like something like public static void parentheses, or name and then parentheses, whatever. And that void would be our return value type. So what we've been doing previously was we wouldn't usually have a return value, but now we would be able to replace that void with things like int or double. So we would be able to get those types of values. And then the method name, like the main method, would be any type of name we wanted. And within those parentheses, we would have a list of parameters that we would be able to use. So if you wanted to use a function that lists two numbers, you could have a method that would um, have a parameter of x comma y, and then we would call these functions, and by call that would usually just mean using that within our main method, just using our functions basically. And there wasn't really anything too difficult this week. It was honestly a pretty easy chapter. The videos, or that single video, was self-explanatory. The analogy for the baking was pretty easy to understand. And so yeah, that's pretty much it.